Everybody, hello, and welcome to the Voiceover Network presents the Voiceover Hour. Welcome, wonderful to have you guys here on the Voiceover Hour today. Today we are talking about storytelling and voiceovers and why storytelling is so important. Now, you can all hear me? Yes. Hooray, they can all hear me. Fantastic. Welcome members of the Voiceover Network and welcome non-members of the Voiceover Network. Wherever you are in the world, welcome. I'm Rachel Naylor. For those that don't know, I am a voiceover artist. I am founder of the Voiceover Network, editor of the Buzz magazine, and host of the Voiceover Hour. Yay! Before I introduce our fabulous guest, I always start off. You guys who've watched the Voiceover Hour many times know that I like to start off by getting everybody to type in where they are watching from, and I will try and read out as quickly as possible. So we have Vancouver, we have Wimbledon, we've got Naples, Florida, we've got Detroit, we've got East London, Reading, Dallas, Los Angeles, California, Thames, Bromley, Norwich, Cumbria, Bedfordshire, Exeter, South Africa, USA, Wimbledon, Leicester, Calgary, Warwickshire, Berkshire, North London, you guys rock, Philadelphia, Bermondsey, wowza, all over the place, North Lincolnshire, we have Los Angeles, we've got Dayton, Ohio. Is that right? Dayton. Houston, Texas. Who says Texas sucks? We've got Monterey, California. Wonderful. Gosh, they're still coming in. Henley. Oh, beautiful Henley. We've got Mars.
Chocolate bar or planet.
Oh, there's always one. Fabulous. Wonderful. Well, welcome wherever you are in the world. That's cool. I'm not sure we've had South Africa before, so welcome, South Africa. Yay. It's always wonderful to have everybody in watching from all around the world. So whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, welcome. Fantastic. Right. So the Voiceover Network, before I introduce our wonderful guest, the Voiceover Network is about helping, supporting and strengthening the voiceover industry. It's a membership organisation for voiceover professionals, working voiceover professionals worldwide. And it's an amazing community. We provide events, workshops, the Voiceover Hour, the Buzz magazine, which is the only magazine in the world dedicated to the voiceover industry. I'm incredibly proud. A minute, I've got one here. Let me grab that. So yes, and you will be able to subscribe to the Buzz magazine very soon. So watch this space. But yes, we've got tons going on, and our partners. There's resources on the website. You get a profile page. There's just loads going on. Yes. So today on the Voiceover Hour, you can use the hashtag VonWebinar. So hashtag VON webinar. And please do Instagram and tweet away and share any useful nuggets that you get and any pictures. Go for it. Also, please do ask questions as we go along. We have the fabulous Roger Woods. Roger, do you want to say hi?
Hi, folks. Afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you happen to be in the world.
So Roger is on hand to kind of help with questions coming in thick and fast, and he will interject the questions. We've also got Lisa Pisacaro, who's our events and production coordinator. Lisa, do you want to say hi?
Hello, hi everyone.
Fabulous, good stuff. Yeah, right. Our guest today. Moving on to our fabulous guest. You can see her in her beautiful, beautiful hat. Welcome, the wonderful Elley-Ray. Welcome.
Hello, darling.
Elley-Ray is a voiceover artist with over 30 years experience in voiceovers. She is one of Toronto's top voiceover professionals and coaches, specializing in animation, commercial, announcer, and multi-voice. She has voiced literally thousands of TV and radio commercials, has appeared on countless animation series, animation feature films, and some of her credits, there are tons of credits out there, include Sidekick, My Big Friend, Spider Rider, Franklin, Bubba, Busy Town, Yam Roll, Bernstein Bears, Robo Roach, Get Ed, The Cat in the Hat, and it's also one of the voices in the TV animation series My Little Pony. Welcome, Elley-Ray!
Hello. Thank you. Wow, you guys are so great. This is so much fun.
It's wonderful to have you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. This is brilliant. I love all the where everybody's from. I'm touching a little bit of the world. It's so exciting.
Yeah. Oh, it's wonderful. Really wonderful. So, and we met. I think we met at VO Atlanta, didn't we?
Last year,
Last
not
year,
this
yes.
year. You had the
No,
time.
it was last
Yeah,
year.
I
Yes.
think it was 2016 or 17 or what year are we in? See?
2017. Yes, because I remember you came to my talk, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
I did.
Yay! And I was like,
Fantastic.
oh, wow. So,
And had a great time that year and had a great time this year. Another fantastic forum for storytellers.
it was fun, wasn't it? You did a lot this year, didn't you? You had quite a few sessions.
I did.
Yeah.
And then I got asked to do sort of extra sessions as I was there, just to sort of help out, particularly in the audition section. The little,
Yes.
I don't know if you did that too. I think you did the 5-minute.
No, I didn't know. I wasn't involved in the audition.
Oh, they were really great. I mean, but you had to, it was like an assembly line of auditioning,
Okay,
5
yes.
minutes, but you had
Oh,
5
yeah.
minutes and a few
People
minutes.
were kind
It
of
was
in
great.
and out quite quickly. So,
Yeah, it was great.
And I do love your hat, by the way.
Well, thank you.
It's beautiful.
And I'm sorry if I'm echoing. I'm an echo, like I live in a cave. I don't know why
Loads
I'm
of echo.
echoing. I apologize.
I can't hear echo. Ah, Elley-Ray
There's
is
a little bit of
echoing.
an echo.
Is there a bit of an echo? What can we do about that?
You know me, I'm so technically inclined.
Yeah, I think we're okay. I think Lisa, any tips? Any words of anything? I'm hearing it too. Lots of people are hearing echo. Is Lisa still there?
I
was
was
Lisa?
going
Gonna
to say it's not very bad. It's a little
Okay.
bit there, but it's not too bad.
Okay, maybe
How
just
about
turn.
now? How about now? Is it better?
I can't hear any echo.
Maybe if I talk to you in dulcet tones, it won't echo.
Oh, it's oh. Why is
Oh,
it
it's worse.
echoing? Lisa echoed too. There are too much, maybe one built-in confusion. No. Okay. Well, we'll
Too many
mics. No, we should be okay. Your headphones are plugged in, aren't they?
Yeah, I've got my earbuds in.
Everyone is echoing except me. Okay, we should be all right. It's not too bad, is it, people? Can we cope? I can ignore it. Okay, cool. Good stuff. Because I want to get going. It is live, people. So we have technical fun and games as always. But yes. So Elley-Ray, tell us, how did it all begin? How did you get into the industry? Because you've been in the industry for 30 years.
Yeah, I've actually been in the industry for 37 years.
Wow.
But you don't want to tell people that, because then it's like I started when I was 5.
Yes.
Well, I've always been a storyteller since I was a child, and I ended up going to theater school, the University of Windsor, for theater. And I was told that I would never do voice because I have a raspy bottom end, I'm a mouth breather, because I have a deviated septum, I've got a cathedral ceiling to the roof of my mouth, a lot of issues that one would look at as not worthy of being at a microphone. And of course, I got a job when I was 18 or 19, voicing a worm, that was a stuffed toy that talked, which was kind of interesting, It was right when I was going to university, and I was like, that's interesting. And of course, when I got out of school, they also said I wouldn't do film or television. I'm too tall, I'm too angular, I'm too masculine, blah, blah, blah. I got a big movie and I got a big animation series right out of university. And I recognized that, well, if you're a storyteller, you're a storyteller. And it isn't really about how you start. It's like you start when you're born. It's a part of your nature, and you recognize that no one defines you but you. And if this is something that you're impassioned about, then don't, I always say never let anyone define you. People will want to define you,
Yeah.
but you define you, right? You define
Yes.
what you want to be and what you want to do. And so I have literally voiced my entire life, and it's of interest to me because I'm not supposed to be according to those that are in the know, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just worked from the get-go, right from the professional get-go. I became union immediately. I was like young, very, very young when I became union. So that's how it all started, and I haven't looked back, and nor should anyone else, is in my opinion. If you want it, you've got it.
Yes, absolutely. Because I know that there'll be people watching this who probably haven't had the same thing, but will have had similar things, whether it's, whether it's a teacher who said that your voice sounded weird, or whether it's a family member, maybe somebody really close to you has said, what? Why would anybody listen to your voice?
Well, and I have students all over the world, like literally all over the world. And the commonality is if you have a dream and you want to storytell and use your voice, it is not about your voice. Your voice is secondary.
Yeah.
It's about the passion with which you bring to the microphone. I have an example. I do an animated series called The Becky and Bagel Show.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the gals on the show has a cleft palate. And she, well, of course, was also told that she would never voice because she was qualified in what she could bring to the table. And I said, don't believe it. I gave her my example. This is before when I was teaching. And of course, she got the lead in the series because she just brought herself, her authentic hero to the table, and that will blow everybody else out of the water. Doesn't matter if you've got a Russian accent and that's all that you've got is your Russian accent, and they'll say that defines you. That's going to pigeonhole you. But so what?
Yeah.
It pigeonholes you as the thing that is you, and that's what will work. Right?
Yeah. And I think it's fascinating how often when you speak to voiceover artists, actors, or anybody in any profession actually, that you'll often find that they struggled with whatever it is as a child. So often you'll speak to voiceover artists who have had some sort of issue, whether it's with reading, whether it's with their voice. I mean, for me, I remember that I really struggled at school standing up and reading out loud in the class.
Yeah. Everybody struggles. I was diagnosed in kindergarten. They told my parents, this is back in the day, that I was quote unquote retarded. But I've had child psychologists my whole life because then, I had to repeat kindergarten, they said, but my mother fought for it, so I didn't. And then in grade 2, they wanted to skip me 3 grades because my IQ was so high. But I had autism. Like, I believe I wasn't diagnosed because it was before ADHD, ADD, autism, but I displayed I never slept. I was hyperactive. And I work with so many kids and so many people that are, have ADHD, have ADD, that are medicated. And I say to their parents and to them, I don't want you to be on your medication when we work. Because I believe when you are given a task to connect to your world, the fascinating thing that happens is this incredible energy. And we dumb ourselves down. Like we feel that we are less than somehow if we've got an issue like dyslexia, or you stutter, or you've got ADD, or those are, again, things that someone else has said. This defines you. It does not define you ever.
Oh, absolutely. It terrifies me, all these kids being on so much medication. Because I'm like you. I'm like, you know what? When people find where they're meant to be and their path. It's why at school there's so much of this kind of you need to go and get a job and all that. when actually, and I really want to go into schools and talk about being an entrepreneur, and because that's for so many kids, it's being creative, but using that and just going with the flow. And
Well, the crazy thing about it is I've done a lot of metaphysical studies and a lot of sort of brain studies because I find it fascinating. And, there's a reason children laugh 400 times a day and we laugh 12 to
oh my
15 times a
gosh.
day. Because, and I'll tell you, and this might help everybody who's listening, children have theta brainwave. They're in theta brain. We, because we're driven by money and time and family and we've got to be structured, we've got to take that structure away. It makes us beta brain driven. So you can go online and Google, here's a little tip for everybody. Theta brain music. Just put it on in the background when you guys are like working on scripts or working on writing or working on any creative expression. It'll help your brainwave go to the child brainwave, which is theta, which is theta. It's a phenomenal thing. If you can change your brain patterning, you will liberate yourself from any sort of self-deprecating thought, feeling you're not good enough, feeling you'll never live up. Why am I not doing this? Why am I shouldn't do this? I can't do this. I won't do this. There's a lot of knots in that equation.
Yeah.
And you got to take the knot out of the equation, the KNOT knot that stops the energy flowing. Because again, you define yourself. So help yourselves out and go back to a place where your brain waves are conducive to you liberating your free-spirited hero. That's what, will help you. There's simple tricks, like honestly, that people cannot define when you liberate yourself from structure.
Nice. Wow.
Theta
Absolutely.
brainwave. Yeah, it's a great, and it's such a simple thing and it's free.
Okay.
Because we're all looking for the answers, right?
Well, it is that thing. And so, I mean, obviously, today, talking about storytelling and the importance of it in voiceovers. And I think that so often voiceover artists struggle and actors struggle when we overthink things.
Always. Do you think children think about when they're playing? Are they going, I'm going to say this like this. There's a period, I'm going to work this, that there's no analyzing the way they play. And, the script is a prayer and the studio is a temple. And all we have to do is give the prayer. You don't analyze it, you just give it. And as soon as you can take yourself out of trying to be the thing that others want to hear, you'll be freed and liberated because you will just express. But we are constantly trying to, as storytellers, I think, be the thing that people are looking for. Guess what? They don't know what they're looking for.
Yes. It's trying to,
they know it when they hear it.
And it's trying to get it right, isn't it? That's I think that's the big mistake that as voiceover artists and as actors we can be guilty of. It's trying to get it right. I need to read this script the right way, and what you're saying is there is no right way.
Well, if you look at Picasso, look at any of the geniuses that are artistic, and I do believe that communication is artistic. We are communicators. The human connection is communication. So as storytellers, that's what we give to people. And when we're authentic is when we touch humanity. But we are we judge ourselves. Like, I need to talk like this because I've heard it on the radio, I've heard it on television.
Yeah.
But nobody is out there saying, you know what? You're allowed to express your authentic opinion. And people think, what? Don't I have to sound like a professional? You go, no. People want to hear you connecting. And the only way you can connect is when you let go of a desire to be right, because there is no right in creative expression. Like I was going to say, Picasso, do you think when the Impressionists were painting landscapes and he decided to do a face with a nose off to the side of the head with an eyeball off the head in his own authentic expression, people were like, what is happening? but he's a genius. Same with Mozart. The king said, "There's too many notes. Can you make it less?" Because at the time, what he'd heard from Salieri and the rest of them was a very simple, fine, nice kind of thing. So when Mozart did his genius, you know, his musical art masterpieces, people went, what, there's two, I don't understand what's going on. But of course he became infamous and famous because it was so uniquely him. And we've got to stop trying to please people. The only thing we need to do is wake up. We're all asleep right now. We're dreaming of a possibility of something, but we're asleep. So when I go, I'm not a coach, I'm an awakener. I need people to wake up, because you've got to live your dreams. You've got to go after them. Like, Nike said, just do it. Stop dreaming about what it could be and what you're not. It's like all about, everything is perfect. You just have to allow yourself in an awake state, rather than, we kind of fall back behind the trenches and think about what it is over there. No, go to the field, my friend. Run with that ball. Run like crazy. You may not score, but you're playing the game. Get on the field,
Nice. And is it something that you've always known? You've always kind of had that authentic read, or was it something that you struggled with and that you overcame?
Well, I'll tell you something. My father I was brought up to be original. He said, you lead, let people follow. You create the path and people will follow. If you become a follower, you'll just get lost in the crowd, and you'll be like everybody else, like lemmings to the cliff, right? You'll just fall off the cliff. And I was brought up that way because I was different, as I said, and had many child psychologists, and I didn't fit the mold because I just didn't, I'd jump out the window in the middle of the night and be gone. At 4 years old, my mom would hear the front door and I'd be gone on my tricycle. Like, I had places to go and things to do. Like, don't ask me where I was going. I have no idea. But I didn't obey the rules, and I never have. And without apology, you've got to go after exactly what it is you want to do, you want to say, how you want to say it. And guess what? People won't always like it. But they won't always like it if you don't. So who cares?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And I've always been that. I've always been kind of authentic. Look at me. People are, some people are afraid of me, but you learn to love me because my authenticity, I think it says, look at, we're imperfect and perfect. We are perfect and imperfect. If we allow ourselves to be what we are, then we're perfect. We're imperfect when we don't allow, because there's a falseness in it, when we are trying to be something we're not. So if you allow yourself to express and be what you are relevant, you are perfect, you are spectacular, exactly the way you are. You don't have to be anybody but you. And that's a hard one for us to accept, because we keep trying to be something we think is the thing that somebody that we don't know wants. And they don't know what they want anyway. So you may as well risk it all and be you. You have to figure out who it is first, because once you mature, once you have surpassed your childhood, you start being the things that you believe you need to be in this reality to work. And that is just not the truth. Because look, I'm a perfect example of it. I'm not supposed to have worked in this business, and yet I do. Never let anyone define you but you.
Oh, wow. Wonderful. Definitely. I'm often saying, my big thing is saying to people, don't be vanilla.
Whatever that means too, because that's where we go. Don't be bland. But I mean, vanilla is brilliant, but know that your ice cream bowl is every flavor known to mankind. Like, vanilla is allowed. But it's not just one. We're rainbows. Like, we are not just one flavor. We are not one trick ponies. We are not. We are, bland is a part of us too.
Yeah.
Because I play lots of characters, the really flat read, somebody who's medicated because they just can't take it anymore. I get asked to do that. It's called the Elley-Ray Hennessy read, where I literally become the millennials now because they're on their devices so much. Communication is not, they aren't emotionally connected without an emoji. So listen to how, well, my students who are all millennials, they don't have an emotional connectedness to what they're saying because they spend so much time on their devices.
Yeah.
We as storytellers cannot afford that because the storyteller we're alchemists. We create magic. Let everybody else be asleep at the wheel. We cannot be asleep at the wheel. Now, we can be bland like some of the world because that's what they understand, but recognize that within that first, we must be everything. We must be villains. We must be heroes. We must be sidekicks. We must be ethereals. We must be aliens. We must be a talking potato. Let the rest of the world be asleep. We need to be awake.
Yes. Oh,
how do we connect with one another? How do we do it?
Yeah.
You've got to go, hey, through this digital device, I'm doing a webinar with people I can't see, and I'm going, I love you guys. You guys are relevant. You're important. Never give up on yourselves. Never give up on any of your dreams. Like, we connect because there is an emotional action moving through the instrument, which is a pipe, and we all have that pipe, and we all put air through the pipe, and that is how we play the instrument.
Yeah.
It's not difficult.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We adore humanity. That is why we want to be storytellers, because all the disenfranchised souls that are sitting alone with their devices that have now become singular, like we've become so singular. We don't talk to anybody. We don't talk to people in full elevators. We don't talk to people in a full tram or a trolley car or a subway. It's packed to the rafters and nobody speaks to one another. What's happening to us? It's up to us, the storytellers, to change that.
Yeah.
And speak with everyone. And as soon as you recognize that you have an opinion, you have an authentic voice, and it doesn't matter if you have a lisp or you stutter or you read backwards or you have an accent, or it doesn't matter.
No.
It's how you play the instrument that matters. We've got to talk with one another. We're human beings. We're communicators. That's what we do.
Yes. Yes. And I mean, the whole storytelling thing is such a wonderful way to talk about voiceovers, because even the word voiceover, it's very sort of, voice over, like I'm just putting a voice to some words. But the storytelling, and every script, right, has a story.
Every single one. It doesn't matter if it's 15 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, a half an hour, an hour.
Yep.
Right? We need to connect.
You're there. Oh, you disappeared for a second.
Yeah, so did you. That was scary. I was like, we need to connect. Right when I said we need to connect,
yeah, I know. We disconnected. We broke the internet.
Technology. Look I don't know how many people do self-tapes, but you want to know how even that takes us away from the world of storytelling. In the old day, you went to a studio, you auditioned at a microphone with a director, with a technician. Right now, we have now become the director, the technician, the studio, all by ourselves. So we have forgotten there's a huge team of people that actually are there wanting you to thrive and survive and do well. But when you're alone in it, you feel strange because I'm self-directing, I'm self-teching, I'm doing all of it, and we've lost that. Even that part of the business has changed. We are becoming so singular. We've got to fight against that as storytellers. Work past it. We're all a team. We work together and we hold each other up. And when you thrive, it means that we are thriving because we are storytellers. So if you get a job, I'm like, yay! Like if somebody gets a touchdown on the soccer field or they get a goal, we all don't go, oh, I didn't get that job. We go, yes.
Yes.
And then we support one another, and we will thrive as storytellers because we're required. Our world needs us so desperately right now, and what we do is phenomenal. It keeps us connected.
Yeah.
It's huge. And like you said, right now, we're on a webinar with people all over the world, storytelling as we speak.
Yeah.
And it's phenomenal. I love it. I wouldn't give it up for anything. I wouldn't do, and I mean, and you know, I've done everything there is to do, and people say move on, and I've directed, and I've written, and I've.
Oh, there you are. You disappeared
There you
again,
are.
but you're back.
I know it's like a flicker. It's like a flicker of light just past Easter. I think it's good.
But it is, yeah, the best job in the world. Absolutely best
It
job in
is.
the world.
I mean, all the things that you get to play are, you know, they go in the history book of like, I always say to people that are not voiceover professionals, I say, just do it once. Just do it. Just do it so you can experience the magic where you get to be an alchemist with words.
Wow.
And that might be an interesting way to ask a couple of questions. The
Oh,
chat
yes.
room has been absolutely on fire with this conversation.
Not on fire.
Yay. Oh, you like that.
I think there's some connections being made from people within the chat room who are exchanging email addresses to continue this conversation afterwards.
Fabulous. There's the human connection. The
And
human
absolutely.
connection right there.
Actually, one of the questions that flicked through was, are millennials really disconnected? I mean, you were talking about, you know, the technology.
This is my opinion. So are they or aren't they I'm going to qualify this by my opinion. Everyone that I work with and teach as writers, as producers, as directors have lost the ability to old style, in my opinion, what I've been through almost 40 years in this business. And it's not to say that that's right or wrong. That's not what I'm saying. But they don't, the writing has changed, the scripts have changed. The way they communicate has changed. The way they express desire. So if I say, tell me you love me to a millennial, they'll say, I love you. And I go, no, I need you to tell me you love me. And they'll say, I love you. And I go, you could be saying, pass the potatoes.
Yeah.
So we need to recognize what the expression of love is. It's so intimate. It's so large, and it's costly. It must cost you something. It's right on the precipice of fear, love, joy, pain. It's so huge that you have to breathe into it and get naked with it because you're actually expressing such a large emotion. So if we need to love our audience, and we do, because they're feeling disenfranchised and alone. And you can't express it because you don't know how to express it, which is what I get to the place of teaching it. Then I say, you've lost a bit of your emotional connectedness because it's not being demanded of you in our world. It becomes digitized. So I love you is digitized, and the emoji shows hearts in my eyeballs. Then you go, oh, that's love. No. So if I say to you, laugh for me, which is another thing I do, and people go, now? And I go, yeah, laugh for me now. And they go, ha ha, ha ha ha. Do this weird constipated, or they'll go, ha ha ha, or they'll go, ha ha ha. And I go, okay, look at now. Joy is not outside of us, and I know it's not cool to laugh until you pee your pants or tears are streaming down your face. It's not cool and it's not professional in your mind. If you laugh, you're either drunk, insane, not professional. Guess what? Children, like I said, laugh 400 times a day, and they're alive. Still, they haven't been dumbed down by the system yet, but they will be very quickly. Children are dumbed down by the system so fast, and because they're on computers at 2 now. It's what happens to us now. They're on computers. They're better on the computer than I am.
Yeah, my 2-year-old's very good on the computer already.
But we got to keep that joy going. You have to, you have to, because when we hear children laugh, we all smile and go, that's going to be gone so soon. Like, we're cynical people.
Yeah.
Well, I
The
tell you one
millennials
thing.
have gotten, we swallow. We've had to, because our world has gotten to a place where we cannot express our joy, we cannot express our love except on a digital device.
Well, there's a
So
lot
I
of
think
people
that affects our
laughing in the.
communication.
I was going to say, there's a lot of people laughing in the chat room. One of the questions actually from Jackie is going back to the storytelling element of
Yes.
the session, is that she's
Yeah.
struggling with practical application of
Right.
delivering a story. She's
Yes.
questioning whether it's just her or it
No.
is something that's sort of innate with the whole
Jackie,
process.
yeah, Jackie, that is 99.3% of all storytellers struggle with exactly what your application of it is. I'm going to give you a little trick. Response driven dialogue with opinion. So it looks like a monologue when you read. It's not a monologue. There are no monologues. Guess why? Why do you open your mouth to speak? Your world, an audience. But when you're alone in your booth, there's nobody there. And you forget that they're all sitting there going, I need to know what to make for dinner, or I need to know how to bank, or I need to know what car to get, or I need to know how to lease this, or I need to know how to use an EpiPen, or I need to know, does it work? How much does it cost? When we look at the monologue, which is not a monologue, it's a dialogue, inside of it, find the question. So if I say to you, Rachel, right now, what did you have for breakfast?
I had a Shakeology, in fact.
Okay, so see what Rachel just did. She went, I had a Shakeology, as a matter of fact. She knows what she had for breakfast. That would be written down, I had a Shakeology. But what she did is she had to think about it. She knows what she had for breakfast, but she had to think about it. Roger, describe to me what is in your living room. What's in your living room?
Which one?
Oh!
The one that you're in presently.
I'm in my booth presently, but in my living room I have a sofa, a couple of armchairs, a TV, and a lovely log burner which is currently on, keeping the house warm.
Okay, good. So there you see, he goes, I have that. First of all, I asked him a question and he said, which one? He replied with the question. Who's ever asking the questions has the power. So your audience has the power. So, and then he had to think about it. They have a this and a this and a this, and then he thought with an elongation on a vowel and went, and log burner, which is on now. So the qualifying statement, which is on now, gets thrown away, and the statement, you have to respond. He knows. Why didn't he say the log burner first? He had to think about it. He said the couch first. So, but if you look at copy, it's always listing all kinds of things. You have to discover the answer always. It's what will authenticate you, and it'll sound like you are speaking with the audience. So they're going to say, okay, so look at this. I'm going to write something down. Yeah. 99% more effective than Tylenol. So say that line for me. Somebody, I don't care. Say it out loud, Rachel.
Advil is 99% more effective than Tylenol.
Good, and Roger, that should say Tylenol. I spelled it wrong. Roger, you say it.
I haven't got it in front of me. I don't know where it is. Where is it?
It's in the chat room.
Advil. So
in the chat room.
In the chat, Advil is
okay. Advil is 99% more effective than Tylenol.
Okay, look. So 99.3% of all people reading that for it will go, Advil is 99% more effective than Tylenol. Advil is 99% more effective than Tylenol. Okay? No. If I look at you, Rachel, and I go, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I have got the worst migraine all of a sudden. My head is pounding. I want you to tell me just the one thing you use. Just say the word of what you use. What do you use for when you have a headache?
Paracetamol.
Good, but say the
Advil. Advil.
So
Advil.
why?
It's 99% more effective than Tylenol.
So if I go like this, I go,
Oh,
Advil is 99% more effective than Tylenol. Where do I go? Advil. It's 99% more effective than Tylenol.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to and who are you responding to? Find the question. What do you use? Advil. I don't go, Advil.
Yeah.
Advil is 99% more. What the hell are you doing? No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Find the question in everything.
Nice.
Find the question and the response.
Yeah.
And then if I'm talking to my friend, I'm going to go, Advil. It's 99% more effective than Tylenol. So you're going to naturalize it because you're responding. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a little trick. There's always questions. You're not going to see the questions. They won't be written down. Oh, how much is it cost? It's only $9.99 instead of only $9.99. Nobody talks like that.
Yeah.
So don't do it.
Yeah.
Right,
Nice.
you asked when we were chatting a little earlier if Stefan Kornicut was going to be on the line. He is. He wants to know
Love him.
Yay,
what's your
Stefan!
advice? What's your advice for people who want to do more storytelling?
More storytelling?
More.
Make it happen. You got to know that you're already doing more. So like all my students that I have worldwide, they have a vision board. I make them do a vision board. And people go, oh, that's so flaky. Yeah, well, why are all my students working? And they've got cleft palates.
Honestly, the vision board thing is so powerful.
I work with words. That's written on my body. I write on my students' body all the time. If you want more, Stefan, give more.
Hey.
The more you give, the more you receive. If you want something, you go, I want more auditions, I want more jobs, I want more agents, I want. There's grasping in that. But if you say, I give my heart and my creative inspiration to a 52 episodic series, to a campaign, an international voice campaign, so that I may change the vibration of the planet, I give it. Guess what you get? Because what you give with open hands, you receive. What you take towards yourself, I want it, you won't get it. It's going to go away from you. You think I work because I'm so talented? Because my voice is so fabulous? No. I give so much of myself. I want to give everything. I want to give tricks to my students. I want to give it because I have been gifted in this business for my entire life when I should not have, according to those, working in it. So I just went, I'm just going to give it to you because I'm not supposed to be doing it to you. I give it to you.
Yeah.
Give it out.
One more question.
Amazing.
Before Rachel does her usual bit at the end of a webinar.
Oh yeah, people don't go anywhere because we've got something really exciting to announce.
Absolutely.
So don't leave. I know there's 10 more minutes to go, but there's something really exciting. Your heads are gonna pop, people. They're gonna pop. So yes, more questions.
A few people want an explanation of what a vision board is. I know what a vision board is. Rachel's got one behind her right now, I think.
I've got a vision board. Okay. Can I get it? Yeah. Okay, so an explanation is, I don't know if you can see, this is, can you see it, people?
Nice. I'm not going to get mine down, so everything will fall down. But yes.
Okay, so look at this. I've got Pixar, Walt Disney.
Can I just show you? That's what I look at every day.
Yeah.
That's on the top of my my vision board.
There you go. Grab the moment.
There we go.
And I've got, so whatever you see yourself doing, if you see yourself traveling, so that vision board, I've accomplished everything on it. And I've just got my Paramount movie. So I just got a big television series. I just got a Disney series. I just got my animation movie. Everything on there is. So and then as soon as I achieve everything, I make a new one.
Nice.
So I've got everything on my vision board. It's like, come on, I put an honorary doctorate because I didn't want to go back to school. Because academia makes me want to shoot myself in the head because it's an institution and it'll make you nuts and it doesn't teach you anything. And I got an honorary doctorate out of the blue. It works, I'm telling you guys. If you can vision your dreams, you know, Jim Carrey wrote a $200 million check and he kept it to himself. And guess what? He made it.
Wow.
He made it.
Yeah.
That was when he was living in a tenement apartment. Like, you just got to envision, number one, do you want to work with Disney? Do you want to work with Pixar? Do you want to, what directors do you want to work with? How much money do you want to make in a year? Where do you want to live? What is your home studio? How many agents do you want in the United States of America, Europe, and Canada? Put everything.
My ex session at BO Atlanta was all about the goals, and that's because I think that's a big thing that holds people back, is letting themselves, allowing yourself to dream, allowing yourself to be that kid who says, yes, I can do anything I want, and I can have the things that I want. Because, you know, people say, oh no, you can't and you shouldn't, and, you know, all of these kind of, but just break them down and what, you know, if there was no limits, if there were no limits, what would you want to do?
And there are no limits except the ones you place on yourself.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
I can give you,
break the mold. Break the mold is another.
I could give you 100 examples of people that have struggled with deep depression, who have cried in front of me and just had no self-confidence. And the next thing you know, I'm like, I want you to do something you're terrified of. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. Yes, you're going to do it. I make people go into the world and do things. And once they liberate themselves and take the clown workshop or take pole dancing or do something that horrifies them on so many levels, they go, I can do anything. And I go, there you go.
Yeah.
Just do it. Nike coined that phrase, and it is the best one ever. We sit back and wait for somebody to call us. No. You contact everybody.
Yeah.
And that allows you to say, hey, I'm brilliant. You need me. And they go, yeah, you're right, because nobody has the balls to that.
Yeah.
And you are brilliant, every single one of you. If you have a dream, you live your dream. But you've got to wake up and you've got to be part of the world, because what you feed grows bigger. So if you're feeding fear, or you're feeding confusion, or you're feeding a catering job, because that's what you do 24/7, guess what's growing bigger?
Yeah.
Your disconnect from what your heart wants to be doing. So feed that to be a part of the world.
Oh, wow. What an amazing woman. I'm totally in love with you, Elley-Ray.
I'm in love with you. Stop it. I just love anybody who wants to be a storyteller. I say you are required. You are necessary. You are soldiers of the word. And you're going to change the vibration of the planet. Do you know how lofty that is? That is like off the charts. Blow your mind. That is what human nature is about. Communication. We want to sit around fires singing and dancing and sharing fable.
Yeah.
That's what you get to do.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Amazing. Right, so I'm going to drop the bombshell on that note, everyone. Unless we had any dying questions, but I'm going to go straight in with it. So, who would be interested in Elley-Ray coming to the UK? Maybe Manchester or London.
I
say yes if anyone would like Manchester, London. Anyone who yes. Would you be interested in doing a workshop with Elley-Ray? Yes, they're all like yes. So people, it just so happens that Elley-Ray is coming to the UK. Next month. Oh, so exciting. And those of you that aren't in the UK, just get a flight. No.
Yeah,
don't
come
worry,
on over.
we will. Yeah, come. It's going to be amazing. But we will sort out something online with you, Elley-Ray, because there are so many people around the world that need to hear more stuff from you. So we will sort out an online workshop. But an in-person workshop, first of all, everybody. Right, so Elley-Ray is coming to the UK for your My Little Pony Comic Con, aren't you?
I am. So I will be there for My Little Pony.
Yes, and so we were like, well, we need to get you coming and doing something for the Voiceover Network. So everybody, you're going to need to move quickly because these are going to sell like hotcakes. On Sunday, the 20th of May in Manchester, Elley-Ray is going to be running Storytelling Your Authentic Hero, a full one-day workshop with just 12 people. This is going to sell fast, everyone. So it's a full day, 10 till 5. And then on Wednesday, the 23rd of May, Elley-Ray is going to be in London doing the same workshop in London for just 12 people. It's 10 till 5. And we've got some amazing special prices for you as well. As I said, limited places on these. So they are going to sell really fast. So you're going to need to move quickly. Everybody on this webinar gets first dibs on the workshop. And then we will be opening them up tomorrow to everybody else. So we'll be announcing it tomorrow. But yes, very, very excited. So yes, 20th of May in Manchester, 23rd of May in London. And those who can't come to the UK, don't worry, just send Lisa an email just so we can get your name on a list so that when we do an online version, we will make sure you're the first to know. So Manchester first, because I know we have lots of members up in the north of the UK who and we want to share Elley-Ray with you. So the price, it's the members price is $229 for the full day, but we're going to do a special early bird, 24-hour early bird price, which is £199 for the day with the amazing Elley-Ray. It's going to change your life. You're going to be sharing so much about how to connect to the copy, the natural read. You're going to be working on scripts. It's going to be fantastic. So Lisa has just shared the members price for those who want to get booked onto that. So only 12 places. And then the non-members price. So if you're not a member and you would still like to do this workshop, you absolutely can. In fact, you know what I've done is I haven't done Manchester or London. So I tell you what, you're going to that's what I haven't done a Manchester or a London. So people are just going to I tell you what, I'm going to do that now while I'm chatting to you. So the full price for non-members is normally $259. It's down to $239 early bird. Just book onto these and then we will email you and get you booked in for the right one, because I know I haven't done. So don't worry about the Manchester or the London. I have completely messed up without giving you the options. So just get yourself booked. I'm going to share with you the correct, a different PayPal link, which will say Manchester or London. In fact, just use that link and we will email you and we'll get you booked in. So 12 places in London, 12 places in Manchester. Manchester is the 20th of May and London is the 23rd of May. So just use those links. £199 for members, early bird, and $239 for non-members, early bird price. So yes, very, very exciting. I have to jump off to conduct something. Sign up, you won't regret it. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. As I said, limited places, everyone. So so get yourself booked. I will send out an email as well with the link so that you can get yourself booked onto that. But yeah, coming to London.
I'm very excited. Manchester, London. You know, I'm going to go see Big Ben.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about the workshop. What can people expect from the workshop?
Well, because I'm really, it's kind of what we were talking about today. I'm interested right now in what's applicable when you're trying to find your authentic hero.
Yep.
Who is the storyteller? Who is you? Most people don't know who they are.
Yep.
And who the audience that they're speaking with are.
Yep.
They are your very intimate friends. So what we have to do is we have to explore your ability to release the read. Mostly everyone right now, no matter how hard they try, are still delivering the read. They're announcing or presenting
Yep.
words, which is not what you want to do. So a little bit of what I was showing today about how it's not, we have to lose the punctuation. We don't speak in punctuation. And I have a very specific set of rules that I use when we're working, and that is that there are no rules.
Yep.
And once we can get ourselves to a place where we're inspired and liberated, because fear is a big leveler, right? And we fear risking what we're talking about because we've heard it's been done incorrectly for so long. We just want it. We don't want to tread our own path. We don't want to be unique. We don't want to risk it. And I guarantee you that's what's going to win you the job every single time, even if you alter it slightly. So to get to the place where you have an opinion without apology is the place where not only will it change your voiceover career, but it'll change your life. And that is where you vibrantly connect to other human beings. And my methods are very unique. Let's use that word.
Okay.
Because I make you work with your world. And I'll discuss that when we get there because I don't want to freak you out. But all my students go, no, because I make you do exercises that are in the world. So I'll just leave it at that. I won't tell you what that's going to be. But what happens is you grow as a human connector with communication. So when we get to scripts, it isn't really about dissecting scripts. It's about recognizing who you're responding, what the questions might be inside of it, what is a statement, what is a qualifying statement, what the difference between the two are, how to apply that to the written world. The written world is always delivered from left to right, RIC, word, period, word, comma, word, comma, and we read that way, but we don't communicate that way. So once we recognize that joy, love, and risk equal play, then all of a sudden things start to change because I will demand of you to release yourself from any predetermined reading of copy. It's a fun and magical place to go. Because once you liberate yourself and allow yourself to chuckle, to breathe, because we don't breathe. And I'll give you a bunch of exercises, but it's more a sense of playing, because you recognize that as a creative being, because remember, your world isn't creative. You're the storyteller. You're the Picasso. You're the Mozart. And once you recognize your creative self and what it's allowed, which is everything, you just liberate yourself and you liberate your copy. So we're going to look at everything. We'll look at commercial, narration, and gaming animation.
Brilliant.
Because really they're all just different stories. It's just a different genre of it. That there's a couple of, small technical things that are applicable, but really it's about working with you and liberating your hero.
Amazing. Wonderful. Wow. And And just so you all know, Lisa's just putting in the links now. So for the Manchester members price, Manchester general price, and then the London members price and the London's general price as well. So 20th of May and 23rd of May, everyone. Yeah, amazing. It's just to think this last hour has been fantastic. I have enjoyed it so much, Elley-Ray. Thank you so much.
Me too. I love it. I love it. What a great bunch of folks. I've been reading as we're going along, and I'm trying to keep on top of it. But you're just beautiful. Thank you, Diane. You're a darling. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's been wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Please do tweet away, everyone. The hashtag is VON Webinar, VON Webinar. So Instagram, Twitter, do share pictures and anything that you've loved from the webinar. It's been amazing. Yay! I will send everybody an email with a link to book onto your workshop. But yeah, there are limited places, guys. There are only 12 in each. So and Elley-Ray doesn't come to the UK very often, so this is an incredible opportunity to get in the room with Elley-Ray. Those of you that can't make it to London, we're going to try and do something online, but there's something magic that happens in the room, so it's going to be absolutely incredible. We will sort out some in the US. Yeah, we should do some stuff with you in the States as well with the Voiceover Network, because we've got lots of members in the States now. So yeah, I would love to get you doing some stuff.
I'm ready and able.
All over the place. So but yeah, really, it's been wonderful. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. You rock. Seriously. Thrive. Get out there and thrive. Hurry up.
Yes. Yeah. Now, seize the day, seize the moment.
It's
that's
true.
it. Yeah.
The time is now.
Time is now. Oh, it's been so magical. It really has. Wonderful. Well, thank you, everybody, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Roger Woods.
Thank you, Roger Woods.
Thanks, Ellie.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa. Thanks, guys. It was wonderful. Thanks, Ellie.
Been brilliant. Been absolutely brilliant.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Elley-Ray. It's been an amazing hour. I have absolutely loved it, and I can't wait for you to come to the UK.
Me too. I can't wait. Yeah. I'm so excited. I'll see you then.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll have on my unicorn.
Oh, yay! Wonderful. So yes, so everybody, I know lots of you are booking your places on the workshop. So if you want one, guys, you're going to have to be quick, because the PayPal is going ping, 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 ping. So don't miss out. Limited tickets available. Really, really excited, and wonderful, excellent, good stuff, everybody. We will see you next week with another The Voiceover Hour. I will email you all and tell you the details of that. And in the meantime, if you are a member of the Voiceover Network, you get access to the recording of this, which will go into the members area of the website. If you're not a member of the Voiceover Network, don't worry, we have something exciting coming up. If you would like to apply to join, we're going to be opening up application process very soon. So I will send you an email later to tell you all about that. Wonderful. Excellent. All right, everyone, take care, and thank you again.
Thank you too.
All right, bye, everyone.
Bye.